It's an amazing feeling having a soul sister who can kind of stir up some trouble with. I feel like those kinds of friendships are really rare these days, and I feel like I won the lottery with you.
As I've gotten to know Jackie, I know that she's perfect for Matt. She's assertive, she's forward, she's witty, and she's decisive, and he needs it. He needs it.
I am very thankful, grateful, and blessed for having you in my life. Matthew is a son every mother would love to have. I am so delighted that Matthew found you, Jackie, an intelligent, beautiful wife who I'm fond of.
I remember their first date. I talked to Matt. He said, I spent 4 hours in Manhattan talking to Jackie. At that point, that was Matt's longest standing girlfriend.
Pleasure of introducing Jackie and Matt, and I couldn't be more excited for the first date. I explained to Jackie, Matt would brighten your days, bring happiness, and is downright sexy. Look at that smile. To Matt, I led with, it's Jackie. But more specifically, I told Matt she will fill the missing spokes of your wheel of life and take you to the next phase. You two naturally complement each other. Build upon your strengths. Help each other with your weaknesses. Be patient and continue to support one another, because together there is nothing you can't build. There will be challenging times. There will be great times. But all of those times will be what makes your home and a fantastic home. Matt and Jackie, I'm going to ask you to pause throughout this ceremony and reflect upon your foundation, the structure you have built, and the home you are creating together. The first pause is now. Please turn towards this group of people that have assembled here today and look at how much you are loved and take a memory. Before you declare your vows to one another, I want to hear you confirm that is indeed your intention to be married here today. Matthew and Jackie, do you come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to one another? And if so, answer, we do.
We do.
Well done. Matt, do you take Jackie to be your wife, to have and to hold in sickness and health until death do you part? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Jackie, do you take Matt to be your husband, to have and to hold in sickness and health, till death do you part? If so, please answer, I do.
I do.
Got that right. Matt and Jackie, it is time for the second pause. I would like you to look inward to yourselves and take note, for this is the structure that will define your marriage and your relationship.
After about a month of us dating, I remember asking my mom, "When did you know Dad was the one?" Although her answer was rather unremarkable, so unremarkable that I can't even remember what she said, but I remember how I felt at the time about you. I found someone who I could truly be myself with and open up. I knew I had found my match. It's like the Oracle in your favorite movie, The Matrix, says, "No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it, through and through." There are many traits that attracted me to you, like your smile, or your ability to strike up a conversation with anyone, an ability I'll never be able to match. However, what struck me the most is how truly genuine and driven you are. Having been on so many first dates, it felt like all the good ones were gone. I was ready to give up on dating until Ben suggested I go out with you. I went into our first date with zero expectations and left realizing that I was some good ones, guys remaining, and here we stand 3.5 years later getting married. Although I think you left the date slightly intimidated by me, and I can't imagine why. So, you continue to amaze me with your drive to better yourself and the people around you, including me. You've always accepted me and loved me as I am, but still wanted more for me. For me to choose a path I'd be happy going down, a path we'll continue together. After today, not much will change. We'll go back to the same apartment, sleep in the same bed, continue our same routines. However, my commitment to you to always be by your side is forever sealed. I promise to stand by you in both the hard times, like picking tile we both like, and the good. I promise to try to be the organized one of us both, so you'll never need to worry if the mortgage gets paid on time. I promise to love you unconditionally, except when you whine about cleaning a bathroom. I promise to be your lifelong partner and continue in the next chapter of our lives together as your wife. I love you.
Well phrased. Matt, for your vows. You have your vows, right?
April Fools. I had to do it.
Thank God I know that one.
Jackie, before I met you, I always used to be the third wheel while hanging out with friends and their significant others. Sometimes I was even the 5th and 7th wheel in group settings. But when I met you, I knew from the start you were someone I wanted to roll with forever. You're the wheel that drives me to happiness and love. You're the wheel that keeps me going to strive to be a better person, friend, and husband. You are the wheel that takes me home. Through the years, I have fallen in love with you more and more every day. We have built a beautiful relationship with our mutual understanding of loyalty, dedication, hard work, and commitment. As your husband, I understand that not every day will be rainbows and unicorns, but I promise to be understanding of your perspective and then say, yeah, you're right. I promise to always try to make you smile and laugh without being too annoying. I promise to practice patience, even when we go to 10 different stores to shop for one specific item that you must have. I promise to always respect you, even if I poke fun at some clothing items you may purchase. I promise to always support and encourage you to achieve all your career and life goals. I promise to always be faithful and to provide for you. I promise that I'll always be your best friend and biggest fan. I love you, and thank you for being my wheel.
Matt, will you take this ring and place it on Jackie's finger? And as you hold her hand, please repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you and bind my lives to yours.
I marry you and bind my lives to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
My everlasting friendship.
my everlasting friendship,
And the promises of all my tomorrows.
and the promises of all my tomorrows.
Well done. Tyler and I have Matt's ring. Jackie, if you'll take that ring and place it on Matt's finger, hold it there as you repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you and bind my life to yours.
I marry you and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
My everlasting friendship.
my everlasting friendship,
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Jackie and Matt, you have come here today on your own free will and in the presence of God, families, and friends. You have declared your love and commitment to one another. You have given and received a ring as a symbol of your promises. I will now ask you to pause for the third and final time. Please look at each other and reflect on the happy home that you have created. And it is now, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as a commissioner of civil marriages, I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce and present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Jackie Reyes.
Today we saw a different Matt, a Matt that is excited about what the future has in store with Jackie by his side.
Jackie, thank you for taking care of our little brother. And although Matt has 2 Reyes sisters, the Reyes name now belongs to you.
I just want to say thank you. I love you. You're the best, and I am so lucky to be your husband. And my dad says kiss, so I guess we got to kiss now.
They could say they've seen the highest mountain, bottom of the deepest sea, but no one's ever seen a love like this. They could dig up all the baby treasures where it's worth more than anything, but no one's ever seen a love like this. Nobody ever seen it. Nobody ever seen the love. Nobody ever seen a love like this. We have searched the whole world and all around it. Didn't know what we were looking for till we found it. They could say they've seen the high